Right, today I'm going to try and change the seats of a Skoda Felicia because on the passenger seat is a bugger to clip in, and when it does, anyway, it does pull out pretty easily. I kind of just let it go there, but it does. Just leaning forward and stuff like that, it's unsafe, so we're going to change the seats. The Skoda Felicia seats are pretty uncomfy to say the least, so I'm going to ditch them, and I've managed to pick up different seats which I'll show you now. All it seems to be holding it in is a couple of Allen bolts there on the other side, and if I slide the seat forward, couple of Allen bolts there, and on that side as well, so I'm going to whip them out and see if the seat comes out with that. And there is the passenger seat removed. It was just the bolts in the four corners really, and then just lifted out, so simple 6mm Allen key. I'll show you the new seats now. And there are the new seats. Oh wait now. Oh, seats are heavier than I thought. Out of breath, right. Here are the new seats. Came out a Mark 7 Golf, which had apparently only done 17,000 miles. And when I look at them, need a bit of hoover. When I look at them, they're like brand new. Honestly, they're minted. I've got the fronts and the rears. Didn't want the rears, but it came with the rears for £90. Which is amazing. Had to go and pick them up. It was fairly local for me. They were only an hour and a half away, which isn't too bad, bearable. But they're cool, very comfortable compared to the Felicia seat, which is just not comfortable anymore. So I'm going to have a go at fitting these in then. Right, I've got it in dry, so to speak. It's tight on this side, but it's sitting at the height it's meant. It's not sitting at the height it's meant to sit. It's need to go back a bit as well. Now I've taken this side trim off just now, just to give us a wee bit of room and manoeuvrability. Right, the distance between the rails on the Mark 7 Golf is 480mm-ish, and the distance between the rails centre to centre is 450mm. So there's like a 30mm discrepancy there. These obviously bolt in on this angle, whereas the Mark 7 bolt in flat up and down. So what I'm going to do is take these off and bolt this side straight onto this side, and this side I'll have to make a little plate to move it over 35mm or so, and the same on the back. There's also a couple of tabs on the Mark 7 here and here, which I'll have to cut off as well. So I'm going to get on with that. They're just attached with like large bolty spot weld rivet type things, so I'm just going to drill them out and take them off. Right, I got those brackets off, and I've drilled an additional hole in the middle, M8. I've got an M8 bolt and a fairly large washer, and then on the seat side I'll put another washer and then a lock-in spring washery thing, and then I've got a nylock bolt as well. So the two of them together should be like extra safe. So I'm going to attach that to the Mark 7 seat now. And like I said before, I'm going to have to cut this bit off first. I need to extend this bracket a little bit So I've cut this bit of container steel, same thickness as the bracket, and I'm going to weld it down here and extend it, and then trim off the excess where I don't need it. Right, I've got a nice weld on that, but just to be sure, still hot, I did a bit on the back as well, just to be 100% sure. So now I'm going to, still hot, now I'm going to clean that up. I've got that weld cleaned up enough now. I've marked where I need to drill my hole, and I can trim it down to this line here, so I'm going to get on with that just now. Right, I've got that trimmed down and bolted on. No bother on painting them or anything just now, this is a dry run, so that's the two front on. I'm going to try it in now, dry. There's the seat in on just the front brackets. These bolts are going to need to be longer. Apart from that, pretty much success, I would say. Obviously I'm going to do the back now. There is the end of the rail, and there's like where the existing Felicia mount is. Obviously that's where the existing hole has been, so I have to make another bracket, but that was the same side I've already had to make a bracket, so that's not too big a problem. And I can't get in to see the other side yet, but I will. That rear one here, I should be able to just bolt in with the existing bolt and washer, so that'll do there. And on this side, I thought I would have to make a bracket. I may have to make a bracket, or I could fix it into here. I've managed to get this side bolted in its original hole and original bolt. Drill an extra hole in this side. You can see the original hole. This is the original hole for the seat. That's for a bit trim or something, so I'm just going to fix into this. About enough just to get a washer in there at the back, and that washer and a nut and a bolt on the top, and then that'll be this one fixed in. There it is, bolted in on all four corners. Solid enough. Well, it is solid. Looks good. Quite suits it. I could go back, that's what, then you're sitting too upright, but it's comfortable to sit in very much, so win-win. The trim on the side, just where it goes over the original seat mounts, which is basically here and here. Just need this cut back about an inch, and then that should slide over and cover it all up and look, it was never here. And there is the driver's side, one in as well. I've just basically followed the same procedure for the driver's side as I did for the passenger, exactly the same. So they're in, they're comfortable. The ride height with the tilt, like right down, it's probably about three quarters of an inch more than standard. If even that, probably not actually. You do feel a little higher. Certainly doesn't impair driving, it's just, it's fine. They're comfortable, they look way better, and above all, Michelle's safe now with the clips, so I'm going to call that a success. Thanks for watching.